The views and opinions expressed by the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, are of my own and no one else, nor do they reflect Beyond Ringside. So, ladies and gentlemen, due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You know, the sign for okay is also the sign for asshole, and sign language can put it on your head. This is the To Be Determined Show. We are live Beyond Ringside Radio Network as well as BeyondRingside.com and ProWrestlingRadio.net. Apparently, I am number one at this point in time. I am the Wicked Nemesis. My co-host and producer extraordinaire is the Magic City Motormouth, Fast Eddie Lane. Eddie, how you doing this evening?
Wonderfully well, and I would like to say hello to everybody joining us for the first time on Radio FM and their mobile app.
Hey, I used to have Radio FM on my goddamn Radio.fm
Yeah.
on my BlackBerry. And the person that's over here trying to get me to acknowledge that I'm number one is the ginger goddess herself, Angie Nemesis. Angie, how you doing this evening?
I'm wonderful. A little tired, worn out with grandparents, but I'm here, ready to have a great show.
Yes, we have 8 puppies, 2-day-old puppies. It's been a long day.
I believe it. I believe it.
Woo.
Eddie, first and foremost, we have to talk about the weather conditions. Everybody this weekend in the southeast United States, be careful out there. Apparently, it's going to get bad.
Oh, dude, don't forget it's already coming in from the West Coast, and they're getting the mountain area in California, Northern Cal, already getting major league snow and ice dumped on it. Their drought condition is easing up, based with all the precipitation that's coming in, even though it is packed snow. I mean, it's moving west and south as we speak.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. And, of course, the northeastern U.S. and the Plains area has already been dealing with it previous week, and now Helena's making her way through. It's like, boy. And I'm going to restrain or show some restraint and refrain from calling the current winter storm Helena a frigid bitch from hell. I'm not going to say that.
Or Hellel, for you Norse gods out there.
I didn't know she was Kryptonian.
I'm right here in Bohemian Grove. We are in between, as Eddie very well knows, between 2 giant hills. So we'll see how all this goes.
And also on a huge mountain.
Yes, on the back end of a huge mountain on top of that. Good God. Least we not forget. So everyone be careful out there if you're hearing this in the United States. If you're elsewhere, I'm sure you're like, go fuck yourselves. So it's John O'Clock, motherfuckers. Eddie.
Yes.
Peach this Saturday. The match that everyone's talking about is Peach State Wrestling Alliance against the weather. Peach State will be running.
We know a lot of you are getting really...
Sorry, that was the Weather Channel butting in.
Hello, Weather Channel. Get the fuck off my show.
Hey, look.
CW, stay out of my cookie jar.
Dude, I have to do this. Please pardon me. But to the fine folks at the CW and to everyone behind the new show that is about to debut on the Dot 2 over there called TBD, y'all can bite our asses.
That's right.
Check it out, To Be Determined, from back in about 2012.
Yep.
That started, so that's okay. They can play in their sandbox. They brought us Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, and Supergirl.
That's right. We're not hating. Just do it right.
That's right, motherfuckers.
Do it right, yo.
Eddie, so what about this new WWE shoot show? What are your thoughts on that?
They can kiss my ass as well.
Peter Rose, JBL, and Paul Heyman first episode.
Yeah, I know. Wonderful. It was a beautiful. I mean, from what I've heard, I have not watched it, nor do I plan to. I just think once again, WWE is basically taking a giant poker and goading the IWC because, and this is where I'm just gonna speak up and say, for as many concepts and ideas as WWE has ripped from this network in particular, much less everything else that's out there on the wonderful World Wide Web from hell. Once again, considering that notion, damn, here we go again. I'm just going to start trademarking every freaking thing I do.
Well, pardon the interruption, but I will allow Wicked to handle this one.
Yeah, it was a straight ripoff of PTI.
Yes.
Pardon the interruption from ESPN.
Yes.
But, hey, that's what it is. If it works, I mean, copy it, right? And there's nothing new under the sun. They brought up some valid... I'm sorry, Peter Rosenberg brought up some valid points. JBL shot on UFC.
Yes,
Talk about how they run through main eventers through light speed, booking the same matches and the same people in every main event, which can be the same thing said about WWE, of course. Also, Paul Heyman totally in gimmick the entire time.
Oh, God,
He said that the show's only big enough for one Jew. Taking a shot at Rosenberg. Peter Rosenberg, for anybody that saw, what was it? It wasn't Survivor Series, No Mercy. He come on with Booker T and Renee Young. And it was the first pre-show that Lita and Jerry Lawler had just been released.
Yes.
Which they didn't know. And
I vividly remember.
Booker T, I told you something was up when we watched the pre-show.
Well, we both said, who is this guy? Where did he come from?
And I said, he's from ESPN and Bleacher Report.
I'm like,
I
where's
knew that,
Lita?
dude, oh my God. Booker T fucking
Shot
gave him
all
so much
over
shit.
him.
I didn't know your name was Mark.
Yes,
Gave him so much shit. JBL gave him shit. Heyman gave him shit. He sat there and fucking took it. He brought some valid points.
I'm not sure what part at that point. Something he said totally won Booker T over.
About American Alpha.
Yes. He gave statistics and history and
he started hitting up about American Alpha and the fact that he knew the year Booker T won the King of the Ring and shit.
Absolutely. And it was like he and Booker just boom, like Booker was like, you know what, you're more than a
He had the Bella Twins socks on. And Booker T, that's when he told me that. I didn't know your name was Mark. But Booker T like stared at him the entire pre-show. Yes. Well, last night he went up against JBL and Paul Heyman. Episode 1 or Monday night. Oh boy,
balls to do that right there. Just saying.
He ate a lot of shit, Eddie. You'd have been happy for that.
Good.
They took a shot at the internet wrestling community so many times, and they kept saying "your people." Heyman kept saying
the bitchers and moaners.
Yeah, Heyman kept talking about the internet wrestling community, trying to kill wrestling and all this. I'm thinking, you motherfucker, you're the one that killed it. You're the one that peeled back the curtain at ECW. Don't try to put that shit, try to act retroactive. This isn't retcon. You ain't a fucking comic book artist or writer. You can't do that shit.
I mean, what is he trying to do? Rewrite the New 52?
Yeah.
No, he was trying to say that he was trying to run down the internet wrestling community about being smart and wanting everything and wanting everything fast. I'm like, you're the king of fucking 2 and 3 month storylines. They just incorporated it in ECW or to WWE from ECW because that's what they were doing on SmackDown.
Well, basically, his message to everyone was, are you going to buy a ticket and come see us? Are you going to boycott the company? No, then shut the fuck up.
That's exactly what it was.
And honestly, I mean, how brutally honest can you get? And he's right.
He's exactly right.
So, I mean,
they showed clips of people talking about Goldberg and Lesnar and how they felt let down, Eddie, and they discussed everything that was going on. Well, Heyman said, and those people will buy a ticket and watch Raw and watch SmackDown and watch NXT. He said, are they going to boycott it? No, then shut up. You're just bitching and moaning.
He's one of those people, you want to hug him and just smack him at the same time.
Very true.
Or
break
his jaw like Lawler did.
Well, whatever. Yeah. But yeah,
it was a weird watch. There was some
cringeworthy moments there.
But he definitely stood the fire and took it right on the chin. So I don't know who's going to be their episode, but you definitely owe it to yourself, Eddie, to watch be like, wow.
The intro itself is Paul Heyman does the intro, and it's amazing, and that's worth a watch. Just that part.
See, in my book, Paul Heyman is a brilliant wrestling mind. Yeah. To do what he has done, and to not only go past that, but to evolve himself into one of the best talkers in the world today. One of the best mouthpieces out there, period. there are very few people in the world of professional wrestling that can stand side by side and go promo to promo with Heyman. And I just wish somewhere down the road that more people would genuinely understand the creative side of Heyman. And unfortunately, I don't see it happening because of the time in which we live. Yeah. Because we live for the here and now, and we talk about the way things ought to be when we're not. A lot of people don't have, okay, this can branch three ways, one of which could get real ugly real quick. I understand people who are longtime fans of professional wrestling critiquing and reviewing. I got no issue with that. As long as they admit in the foregoing, I'm a fan, and this is my opinion. I have no problem with people in the industry offering up critique and opinion. We've earned our stripes, and I'm not going to say have earned the opportunity to do it. I'm just going to say we've earned our stripes, one capacity or another. But there's also that realm that gets hit to where it goes past critiquing and constructive criticism and just goes straight into bellyache, bitch and moan, whine, PMSing from hell with a corn cob up your ass. That's what I get tired of seeing. And a lot of the people, I mean, the three of us in this industry, we see it all the time, and most of the time we laugh at it. Because there's a difference between somebody who has their head on straight, knows the way it's supposed to be, knows the way it can be, could be, was, and we've learned how to be able to tell the difference. I don't see myself, Wick, and Angie of the ilk that gets upset at the drop of a hat over something that's said on the internet. There's just three things in this world you don't screw with. You don't screw with my family, you don't screw with my friends, you don't screw with my money. You can talk about me all day long, just spell my name right, Jason Neal. Oh,
and that's exactly right. As long as they spell my name right, I don't give a shit. Say whatever you want to.
I still get a laugh out of that. Jason and I have known each other for a while, and y'all know who I'm talking about. Created a damn website, has me on Facebook, and still misspells my damn name in the year-end polls. And goes back and loads up the ballot box because he can't stand of losing best announcer of the year to me. It's like, who am I? I don't pretend to be anybody special. Sure, I'm 50 years old, been in this industry on and off since 1984. Yes, I'm an arrogant pain in the ass. I don't care. I'm an egocentric son of a bitch at times. But I'm also one of the most kind-hearted and humble people you'll ever know in your life. If you don't believe me, F off.
That's right, Eddie. Tell him.
I don't think calling yourself humble is too humble, but...
It's a joke, Wick. That's why I said F off.
Oh, we know, but people don't know you're like, what a goddamn douchebag. That's my gimmick.
I call myself humble. Go ahead.
Eddie.
Go ahead.
They quit stepping on my lines, Eddie.
Oh, kind of like that night in Palmerdale where I finished your joke for you?
Yes, Palmerdale, which GCW no longer runs anymore because it drew 7 people. I'm sorry, 12.
Okay. And that's the sad part about it, because that building at one point in time was packing 150, 170 in there, and I've seen it hold that many. I've seen them in a desperate scramble for chairs, but I've also seen it hold 15 and 20 people in there. And it's amazing the fact that once they finally got the heating and air fixed is when we stopped running the damn place.
Well, you draw 15 or 20 people when you got Jake Cole as your main event.
I miss him.
I miss him too, but he couldn't fucking draw for a shit. So that's the type of you don't want, Cody Ward. But speaking of heat, I got a fucking I got a video from Scott Morgan. Squatting 1,025 pounds and bench pressing 725, I think is what it was.
Scott Morgan bench press 7.
Yeah.
There's a reason his moniker is the World Fair. Let's just say that.
So right now, if that motherfucker ever got on any cosmetic substances, we'd all be fucked. Y'all just remember that shit. So this is a big fuck you to anybody out there that wants some, come get some. If you look at Double A's Facebook page, holy shit, Aiden Andrews. Go look at him, his CrossFit ass. Between him and Scott Morgan, it may be the year of the Violent Gentleman. Refreshingly Violent 2017. So line your little tag teams up.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about cutting promos. I'll do that for them. All they got to do is just continue what they're doing in the ring. Give them fucking ring time, somebody. Right, Eddie?
Right.
The way you can get better is ring time, right, Eddie?
Right. I agree.
I know you agree.
Look,
I just wanted you to say it.
Look, I'll sit back and say it like this. When they were the Aries brothers, I saw the potential in them. After the shift over to the Violent Gentleman, I saw that much more. And
Eddie, hold on. You just hit 2 of the drinking game rules, so go right ahead. We're drinking. I'm listening.
okay. When I saw Scott and Andrew Aries, I'm sitting back going, these guys have a world of potential in front of them. Because they listen, they pay attention, they shut up and learn. And then when the bell rings for the match, they go. And they're careful. They do their stuff very well. And
but they had no psychology in their matches. They couldn't fucking cut a promo, and they were using Aries as the last name when Austin Aries was signed to TNA and actually kicking ass at the time.
right.
Well, no, but that's their.
Yeah, that's why they went to the Violent Gentleman.
Right.
That's what they needed. They needed a name change and a restart.
I'll agree.
Sometimes it needs.
And then you get everybody wearing your shirts.
Yep.
Everybody wearing your shirts.
Yep.
And once again, I give a lot of credit, and he's not gonna take too kindly to what I'm about to say. And I really don't care, because this is the truth in my book. The gentleman with whom I share this set, and the gentleman sitting next to the Ginger Goddess, has a very unique Midas touch when it comes to tag teams. I will put him on par with Lou Albano at the drop of a hat. And like I said, he may not take too kindly to that, but Albano has the rep of being one of the greatest tag team managers of all time. 13 plus different teams. He has taken a tag team gold.
You're exactly right, sir, and I do accept that. But I will tell you this: being beside you in commentary is just as fun as everything I've done in wrestling, with the exception of winning the Junkyard Dog Memorial Tag Team Tournament.
Oh.
I love doing commentary. I was
know.
watching a fucking compilation of CM Punk's commentary, and I was like, oh my god, that's me and Eddie.
I know, right?
CM Punk's retroactively stealing my gimmick. Fuck him. But Eddie, you know what it is as a manager, being such a tall manager, and I do appreciate your kind words, but I do see a knack. They don't know how to get into the business, or they get into the business, and once they get in, they don't know how to get to promotions. Anybody wanting to get into the business, I tell them to go fuck themselves to earn their fucking way in, or do like Scotty Beach and suck a dick to get your way in.
Oh,
allegedly,
God.
allegedly. But I see a knack for talent, and that's my job. My job is the guys like Scott Morgan and Aiden Andrews and Orion Bishop, Calm Like a Bomb, Pandora, Chris and Damon. Damon at the time was just having fun, and Clyde Braddock especially, to get them ready to go to that next level. And that's all it is. A lot of times their in-ring work is great. Their promos are fucking shit. So I allow them to get really fucking good, and then you start fucking, feeding off each other. Going back and forth, if they'll tell me, well, I want to say this, I'm like, that sounds like fucking shit, Clyde Braddock, don't fucking say that. And he's like, all right, yeah. And then he'll fucking come up the next week with something fucking better. And I'm like, okay, Clyde, take that, change this, use that. And then when Clyde uses intensity, it works. Right now, Scott and Double A are trying to find themselves. We know that. Everybody that knows the fucking business knows that. Orion Bishop, all Bishop and I need to do is just fucking getting the goddamn fucking step in the business, and that big motherfucker can kiss my fucking ass, because he is a fucking wasted talent. Go fuck yourself. The shit that Big E, dude, him and Rusev could have been the greatest fucking tag team of all time.
Yeah.
Jesus goddamn Christ, They are fucking amazing. There is nobody. I swear to you better bring in
Chef Rusev, 2017.
You got it. Dude, you ask anybody that's fucking promoted. They didn't fucking know how to book Orion Bishop. That's what the fuck it was. You see this motherfucker like, oh my god, why is he bumping for all these little guys? Probably because he didn't listen to Wicked Nemesis in 2006. He said, why are you bumping for fucking Tex Monroe?
Oh,
you eat that much in fucking steak, you big motherfucker. Save your fucking bumps. And that's why I tell everybody, you only have so many bumps in the tank. Save your bumps.
Yep.
But with all that advice, still not good enough to get put on Georgia Wrestling History's nomination for Manager of the Year. 4 fucking Hills. One's half retired. The other one's Brooklyn Creed, who's married to Logan Creed.
And we love her.
I love her, but she's a valet. Logan Chase III, which nobody gives a shit about, and fucking Bill Behrens, who is a fucking mark for himself, who's just in the business because fucking Rick Michaels and Shane Knowles let him go out there and fucking have some words on a microphone. That's not being a manager. That's getting yourself over instead of getting your talent over. But I digress. But Scott Morgan is an amazing fucking athlete. You look at that guy, you're like, how in the fuck are you that fucking big and that fucking strong? And that he's 5'5". He will punch you in the fucking face. He is what Pac was, or what Neville was when he was Pac. Anyways, like that type of style. You look at Double A. Double A is cut from the same cloth as Seth Rollins, chiseled from granite, fucking a machine. It's psychology. It's putting fucking a match together to where it tells a story. And it's about telling a story and not going out there and just putting matches together and hitting spots and hitting this spot and hitting that spot. You got to fucking make your spot continue on and make that spot continue on to the next spot and make it make sense. You got to tell a story. That's what we are. We're storytellers. People forget about being storytellers. They want to be this, I'm a god. Well, yeah, the wrestling ring's elevated so you can be looked up upon and looked down upon everybody like a god. Yes, that is true. But you have to fucking like a god did. You look at what Zeus did. You look what all these people did. That's what it is. It's about telling a story. Eddie?
I have to stop for a second because I was just sent this. Breaking news happened earlier today, and just not too long ago. Anthem Sports and Entertainment forms Anthem Wrestling Exhibitions LLC, acquires full control of Impact Wrestling. Story out of Toronto. Anthem Sports and Entertainment Corp. today announced that it has entered into a definitive agreement to acquire a majority interest in TNA Impact Wrestling. And Anthem also owns Fight Network, the world's premier 24/7 multi-platform channel dedicated to complete coverage of combat sports, which is Impact's broadcast partner in Canada and a worldwide digital partner. Dixie Carter is now being moved to a minority equity position, and I'm trying to remember exactly where it said what she's going to be doing. I kind of lost it a second ago because I was scanning this as quickly as I could. Okay, I'm back. Your thoughts on that one before we come back to topic?
Thank God now Nigel doesn't have to worry about getting paid. Maybe they'll fucking pay Nigel Sherrod all that fucking money they owe him.
It's Sherrod.
Sherrod, yes. Whatever. I call him Sherrod.
And Sam.
Yes, Nigel's awesome.
Yes.
Oh God,
and
yes.
Anybody, Nigel knows the first fucking 2 years I knew him, I fucking mispronounced his name, so now he'll always be Nigel Sherrod. He's like Sherrod, and he used to tell me that all the fucking time. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking high. He gives a shit. Dude, I know you're fucking. That's all you fucking know. At least somebody in the goddamn fucking locker room is acknowledging that you used to be a fucking badass.
Well, he's still
and
a
I think
badass.
he still fucking can be. No, what?
Well, yeah,
I know that, and I told him that to his fucking face. That guy's fucking amazing.
Yeah. And he's also a sweetheart. He's a good person. I like him.
So speaking of trannies, Ace Haven.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and so dude, go fuck yourself to anybody that fucking broke into their fucking house. Ace and Amy, was it Christmas Eve that they posted that up about going out?
I'm not sure. Amy did that really nice
Yes,
makeup video.
it was very nice.
She looked very pretty.
Yes.
She was giving out some great advice. And then the family went out for New Year's. I think it was New Year's Eve.
Was it New Year's Eve?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't, because we invited to the New Year's Eve party. It was Christmas Eve. Anyways, they went out and somebody broke in their fucking house. So go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
You deserve to watch 1,000 Scotty Beach fucking matches back to back to back, and then watch fucking Mad Dog and Leon Stresser against Big K and Jack Gunn for the rest of your life.
Wow.
What? I like Leon and Mad Dog. That is wrong. That's like fucking Hitler getting a pineapple stuck up his ass, fucking pine first. So.
For a
Should I continue? Are you entertained? Do you like Heel Wicked Nemesis? That's the thing, Eddie. You and I have discussed this. These motherfuckers, I can't wait for you to come back and work Heel Wicked. I said, all it took, and let me tell everybody this, and I want you to, Eddie, take this fucking segment out right now. From right now, when I say go, I want you to fucking take this. I want you to edit this up, put this up on YouTube, if you would, please, sir.
Oh, I thought you meant edit it out.
No, I want you to fucking upload this goddamn fucking specific part right here, sir.
Okay, go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, and go. So, the only reason that I took the babyface kind of Deadpool-esque Wicked Nemesis this year is because I was like, you know what, this year I've busted my ass. You look where Spiral was at the beginning of this year. You look at Charles Anders, even though I don't manage Charles Anders. Everybody knows I manage Charles Anders. Not in the ring, but outside the ring, I give him advice. Joshua Hagen and I both love that guy. Go fuck yourself. Joshua Hagen should be Worker of the Year every fucking year. Now, you look at where Spiral was. Spiral won the title. He wrestled Jimmy Rave. He fucking did his shit with Eric Wayne. He fucking got hurt. Him and Braddock put on a good match, take Mudbone out of that equation. No offense, Mudbone. You shouldn't have fucking been there. You were unprepared. Now, with all that being said, you look at fucking the Violent Gentleman rising up from the ashes of the Aries brothers. You look at everything that Braddock did up until Amanda got pregnant. You look at what Shane Knowles, people fucking respect Shane Knowles right now as a fucking wrestler. He put the time in the ring. I was the one that told everybody, look, go fuck yourselves. You don't fucking like it. We all know he owns Peach State. Guess what? He is fucking busting his ass, unlike the rest of y'all who are not in the tandem bed, not in the gym, and don't fucking have jobs. When you fucking have nothing but wrestling to keep food upon your plate, you're a fucking joke. I'm sorry to tell you that, unless you're in the fucking big leagues. Other than that, you can fucking say something. Now, I was expecting to fucking maybe, finish second for Manager of the Year in Georgia wrestling history. All these fucking little awards that happen in Alabama, they don't mean shit. I know my peers vote for Georgia wrestling history awards. I know that. Larry Goodman, Braun Slake, those guys are fucking awesome. However, when I got my ballot in, and yes, I have a ballot, and I cast my ballot, I was not on Manager of the Year. The only reason that I didn't go complete heel and go a real necessary evil was a simple fact. I thought, hey, I don't see many male managers out there working babyface. And even though I was working tweener the entire year, with the exception of the beginning of the year at GCW, which, of course, that changed towards the summer, I tried to babyface it. Slap the fucking mat, make sure that when the crowd was dead, bring them back up. You got to know your dead spots. You got to know to sell, which is a lot of times I see these guys out there when their guys get hit or their girls get hit, they just act like nothing happened. My guys get hit, I fucking sell. I'm like, oh my God, like it killed me. You know what? This past GCW show, I went out there with Mudbone and Prowler, and I like Mudbone and Prowler. I'm with the Violent Gentleman. They're under some type of contract with Mudbone and Prowler.
Mudbone, basically.
Sir?
Mudbone, basically.
Well, yeah, Mudbone, but Mudbone and Prowler, they're basically the same fucking person, as we've spoken about them being the pillars of GCW. Now, with that being said, you got to witness something very rare, something that hasn't been seen in some time. Everybody wants a heel until a heel shows up. Everybody wants you to get at everybody. They're like, oh yeah, that was funny, until it's directed at them.
Yeah.
And then everybody gets butthurt.
Until it's your turn.
I'm telling you right fucking now, and I've told everybody this. Aiden Andrews does not like being a babyface. Scott Morgan does not care. Aiden Andrews does not fucking like anybody.
Yeah, because he's a heel in real life, just like you are.
Yes, he is a heel in real life. He could quite possibly be my son. We might need to fucking check those genetics.
That's why we love him.
Aiden Andrews, yes. I love Double A to death. He might quite possibly be my fucking son, honestly. Yeah. He fucking does not like anybody. Yeah. I don't fucking like many people.
Can you blame him? No.
As Schmidtke says, when it comes to Wicked Nemesis, you're either family or you're shit.
Yep.
The Violent Gentlemen are my fucking family. Clyde Braddock is family. Spiral is fucking family. Shane Knowles is fucking family. Other than that, you have a fucking target on your goddamn back. There's one tag team in Georgia that is fucking just kicking ass, and that's the Carnies, formerly Team IOU. The Hierarchy's kicking ass. They are. Chip Day, Murder One, take those guys out of the equation. They're family. That's Uncle Murder and Chip Day. Get the fuck out the way. You two, step aside. Team IOU and every fucking tag team out there. It's slowly starting to click. It's like a light switch in wrestling. Eventually that light switch gets turned on and it clicks and you're fucking ready to go. Right now, the Violent Gentlemen are in the midst of turning that fucking switch. It's very slow. It's like the goddamn fucking Young Frankenstein fucking big power keg. Boom, you have to pull it up. Big lever. But it's fucking happening. They're about midway through it. Once they're able to take these great fucking matches, I'm telling you right now, that chicken wing crossface, woo-wee.
Y'all in trouble.
Dude, don't let Scott Morgan get that goddamn fucking chicken wing on you. You are fucked. Believe that shit. Ask fucking Daniel Sawyer about that shit. Daniel, my neck. Yeah, fuck yeah, you almost lost that fucking neck, Dan. I love you to death. Scott Morgan's about to rip that goddamn neck off. Look, I told him, I said, he has a bad neck. Y'all remember that shit. Y'all keep those two pit bulls on a fucking leash around me. Don't fucking come near that goddamn corner. Dylan Cook and Charles Anders know they the only ones that walk around that corner of that goddamn locker room. Fucking Francisco Chiazzo sits his ass on the other end. That should fucking tell you something. When Tokyo Monster walks over there and says something, then that's a Spiral. I'm sorry, Spiral does walk over there. Other than that, we say to ourselves, because I will fucking eat your fucking face. Every fucking tag team in the goddamn fucking Southeast, let me tell you something. You got a fucking target on your back. I don't give two shits. Hashtag trending now. Fucking any combination of the goddamn fucking Kingsman, whether it be that little fucking faggot in the fucking hat from the movie, and goddamn Kyle Matthews, whether it be Logan Creed and Colin McQueen, or where the fuck that piece of shit's name is that fucking was in Bridget Jones' Diary that's in Kingsman.
No,
They ripped that off.
I didn't see that movie.
I tell you what, Tommy Too Much, we coming for you, nigga.
Oh, Lord. We like Tommy.
I like Tommy too. Anybody, you fucking line them up.
Yeah.
You fucking take this fucking point out. Any fucking point. Any fucking tag team, line them up. The Violent Gentlemen are waiting.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to take our first break of the evening. When we come back, we're going to see if Eddie's head will actually explode live on air. If anybody's ever seen Scanners, right here on radio.fm. Which, would it be Beyond Ringside on there, Eddie?
Yes, it will be.
Beyond Ringside on radio.fm, which I'm very proud of. ProWrestlingRadio.net, as well as our YouTube page. And also, check it out, we're everywhere. If archive.org, anywhere. We are fucking literally everywhere. If there's a goddamn podcast, Eddie has fucking taken the time and uploaded us to that, I promise you.
Yep.
We're Wang Chang Ping in China. What the? In Africa, in Nigeria, we're Sierra Leone with no arms. Check that shit out. In Australia, we're good day, mate. Oi, get in the car to be determined. Right here, we are back live.
Keep the cat.
Sunday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern here on BeyondRingside.com. Join us for the Midnight Black Mass. Myself, the Reverend Dan Wilson, brings you the dark gospel of professional wrestling, uncensored, unedited, uncut, and not for the faint of heart. You can find out more about us at youtube.com/pottyhumor or subscribe at Potty Humor on iTunes and Stitcher today.
Howdy, friends. This is the Magic City Motormouth, Fast Eddie Lane, with your invitation to join yours truly, along with Mark Mabo Bowman and the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, for Beyond Ringside Live. Wrestling, mixed martial arts, sports talk, and a whole lot more. Keep your eyes open on BeyondRingside.com for all of upcoming show information, and of course, catch us on social media as well. Until then, we'll see you this Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, for Beyond Ringside Live on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network.
What's up, everybody? It's Stan Grubb for Corner to Corner Wrestling Radio and the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Hey, join us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the triple threat of wrestling radio goes live every week, giving you their thoughts and opinions on the world of professional wrestling. Myself, Brian, and Rob, all live, all here for you. And as my good friend Rob would say, from corner to corner and pillar to post, we bring it to you every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. BeyondRingside.com and ProWrestlingRadio.net.
The To Be Determined Show live Wednesday nights, 9 Central Standard Time. Join myself, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock, and the Magic City Monroe, Fast Eddie Lane, as we take you to the edge of uncensored. Yes, we go uncensored, so make sure you have your earmuffs. Ask your parents, for those of you that are a little young, maybe under 18, but make sure if you have any heart conditions or any mental defects, please listen, because they may take effect right here, live, every Wednesday night, 9 Central Standard Time. Beyond Ringside Radio Network, beyondringside.com.
You ever hear something that you just like, you want to go up and like tap somebody and say, excuse me, what in the fuck were you fucking talking about? I, on the other hand, see shit happens. I like to walk up to people and say, and I usually do ask them, what the fuck were you thinking? Sometimes in life you see shit that fucking happens and you're just like, oh my God. You can see the freight train coming down the tracks. People try to be positive and try to tell you, hey, you know what? It's okay. And you're like, there's a freight train coming down the tracks. And they're like, no, it's okay. It's okay. There's a freight train coming down the tracks. And then that freight train fucking runs you over. Boom. And then you have to be with the realization, I called it. This freight train, I saw it coming a mile down the road. That is the To Be Determined show. I am the Oracle of Ominous, architect of the necessary evil, the Wicked Nemesis. My co-host and producer extraordinaire, the Magic City Motormouth, Fast Eddie Lane, is with me. Angie Nemesis is with me. We were just discussing about certain things in wrestling. If you missed the first 30 minutes, holy shit, you missed out on a lot. This Saturday at Peach State, there's going to be an Iron Man match. Your new Peach State Heritage Champion, P-Dog Mike Posey, against Shane Knowles. Now, Akbar will be in P-Dog's corner. I will be in Shane Knowles' corner. Eddie, I'd like to give your winners or losers. If you can tell us Shane Knowles' keys to victory while I cut my wrist from the news that I just heard. And I'm not pro-suicide, but I am pro-euthanasia. And when a career dies, you have to fucking take it out. So you go right ahead, sir.
For me personally, now, for those who know, I have the honor of doing commentary over at PWA. And weather permitting, I'll see everybody this coming Saturday. And in the main event, as Wick just made a reference to, 30-minute Iron Man match for the Peach State Heritage Championship. P-Dog Mike Posey defending against Shane Knowles. For Shane Knowles, now Wick also made the beautiful reference that he will be seconding Shane Knowles, and Prince Alizi Akbar will be seconding P-Dog Mike Posey. The managers in this circumstance are the wild card. And I mean managers, M-A-N-A-G-E-R-S, not marks for themselves who are out trying to get over. Again. And again. And again. And again. We have an inside joke that was handled off air. And I just brought it on air. The managers are going to be the genuine wild card, but he asked me in particular for Shane's keys to victory on this one. Number one, Shane was at a crucial point in the 10-minute match back in December against Posey where he was trying to push Posey to submit. Posey is someone you have to find a very unique combination on in order to get him to submit. His endurance and tolerance for pain surpassed even what I thought it was going to be. Shane was still trying to maintain a sense of professionalism in this and try to go for the submission. No, Shane needed to go for the kill. This Saturday night in Carrollton, Shane needs to ramp it up, let it rip, and go for the kill. We understand the word professional is the term professional wrestling. My perspective is simple. Shane has a height advantage. He does have a strength advantage. Posey will have the advantage as far as flexibility, agility, and experience. Now, as far as it goes with the managers, the Wicked Nemesis has been managing longer, to my knowledge, than Alizi Akbar. So there is a wealth of knowledge that comes into that. In this circumstance, I really think the dog determination that Shane started to show back in December, if he ramps that up as well, he can score an easy pin. And I would go for the pin first and then work on the submissions to try to break Posey down. Posey is going to try to get inside Shane's head early. This is something that Shane has to understand, the mental game. Wick knows it. Akbar knows it. Posey knows it. Shane is still learning. Don't sweat the small stuff and the mind games that Posey is going to throw. Look past it. Go for the win. Go for the pin. Then go for the submission. Because you continue to try to chip away at that wall. Get the early advantage and keep it as best you can. Wick?
Man, I was just sitting here talking about Akbar to Angie and Judy, man. That guy, I know I give him shit. Miguel's fucking, like, he busts his ass. He's going to have P-Dog ready as if P-Dog's not already in position to win this. Shay Knowles has put the time in. He has put the fucking time in the ring, in the gym, in the ring, back in the gym, and back in the ring. And that's what you have to do to get better. The mind games at this point, they have to be just thrown out. If there's mind games to be played, then they're already played. You've already played your hand. It's like if you were to go and have somebody do a chess match and go, you go, I go, you go, I go, you go, I go. And if you were to be able to put that into a computer to base off what they do and what you would do in all the scenarios, that's professional wrestling. It's a chess match. Back and forth, with the world's most sophisticated computer. Your fucking brain. The mind games are over. But this is an Iron Man match.
Yeah.
Look, if I'm Shane Knowles, I proceed to hit as hard as I can P-Dog right off the bat with a chair. Boom! Or a title. Take your first loss. Get you a quick pin in, because you might be able to get another quick pin in. He's already staggered. Work that to your advantage. Take your fucking index finger or your thumb and stick it into his eyeball. Fuck Posey. Win that title at all costs. You want to do it, then fucking do it. You're not going to you're not going to stretch him out. You're not going to stretch Mike Posey out. He is a world-renowned rapper and a pretty fucking decent wrestler. So keep that in mind. Shane knows what he has to do. I've given Shane a game plan. Shane is to go out there and execute it. He's putting time in the gym and in the ring. I've told him everything I know about Posey, riding up and down the roads with Posey for 3 years to Nashville. The goddamn fucking small-ass fucking building that was NWA main event. Did that. We went to NWA Top Rope with him.
I remember that place.
Rode with him to fucking NWA Anarchy. Why do you think I can criticize the NWA? Because I put my goddamn fucking time into the NWA. Go fuck yourself, NWA. fucking put all those motherfuckers in, man. Motherfuckers just ran all those poor guys into the ground. Now, this Saturday, Posey has a pissed off Shane Knowles. Guess what? Posey knows what needs to be done. But I'm telling you right now, Dylan Cook beat him with a power slam.
A beautiful power slam.
A fantastic power slam. Shane Knowles has watched that match. He knows what to take from that victory that Dylan Cook had over Mike Posey, over P-Dog. He knows what needs to be done. He just has to execute it.
Can we talk about that abdominal stretch again?
Which one?
That Posey put on Dylan Cook. Holy shit.
Oh, are we jumping around that match?
I don't care. You just said
Okay.
Dylan Cook, Mike
Well,
Posey.
okay.
I'm just saying, Mike Posey put on an abdominal stretch. I've been begging for somebody to do that shit in real life in front of my face for like 10 years plus now. In fact, he could do that. Dude.
Angie's talked about the match with Dylan Cook against P-Dog at GCW in Pell City.
Volumes for his wrestling abilities.
Which you can find on the GCW Pro Wrestling YouTube page. But look at that match, Dylan against P-Dog, because I'm telling you right now, Shane Knowles has looked at that match.
Yeah.
And this Saturday in Carrollton, Georgia, he's going to be ready. And for all the fans that can get out and brave the snow and rain and sleet and storms and hell and Helena,
If anybody can, it'll be Peach State fans. That's the truth.
you're not going to want to miss this. I promise you right now. This is a match that you're going to want to get out to.
Agreed.
That's not even the full card. That's just one match on that card. Eddie?
I've got something on the brain that I want to bring into play. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this. This is not planned. This is real. As real as it gets right now. Wick, we were having a discussion about situations off air. And first off, yo, ding dongs, I didn't get a ballot and I work for 2 companies in Georgia. Pay attention next time. I came to a realistic conclusion that for as visible as you are, as vocal as you are, for some reason, the pro wrestling community has a tendency to overlook babyface managers on occasion, or even tweener managers, even if you just lean heel. So, Wick, I'm going to put the challenge out to you. Get back to basics. Get back to your roots. Get back to what made you you. Trust me, I can handle it. I've worked with you before. I've done commentary with a heel Wick before. Hashtag heel Wick. Yes.
Yeah, but it's all about how you're booked, Eddie. You know that.
Hashtag free Wick. Free heel Wick. The free heel that's not free. That's it. The free heel that's not free. No, it's how you're booked. I understand that, but I'm also going to sit back and say this. You know, there comes a point in everybody's run in this industry, and I faced that wall a couple of times myself. Do I want to climb the wall? Do I want to walk away from the wall? Or do I want to go get in touch with Abby Rentz, turn around and get a pile driver and just bulldoze through that son of a bitch? Almost sound like I should be doing a Bum Phillips Houston Oilers speech. God, those were the days.
No, but that is great. Bum Phillips was amazing.
Oh, he was. Tremendous coach.
You lost every fucking match or every fucking football game, but still.
Now, I remember there was a stretch where they got they had the winning season. We knocked on the door. Then they got to the playoffs, and we banged on the door. Next year, we're going to kick that son of a bitch in, and I just popped like a big dog that he got away with that. And it was probably a $125,000 fine, but you know something? Who cares? No, I mean, I sit back and say this. I think that it is time for the Oracle of Ominous, the architect of intellect, to become more necessarily evil. Ooh, there's your t-shirt for the year.
I like it.
So do I. Where you could always just be unnecessarily evil. Yes! That's it.
Well, that means I have no moral code or authority. I do. Like, I don't fuck with anybody. The first time I see somebody cheat, I mean, hell, you bring me into your company, the first thing I do is kick Simon Sermon in the nuts. Not too babyface.
Yeah,
That's
really something wicked this way comes, for real.
Not too babyface.
Of course, Simon may actually consider that foreplay. Who the hell knows?
He does consider that foreplay.
Oh, shit.
And when it comes to double A, he'll take 2. Not my words, his.
Now, coming back over to it, but like I said, I just wanted to plant that seed and get that thought process running through your head.
Better watch out, a marijuana plant might grow from that seed.
Well, thank you, Eddie. That was not very nice. So. And I also agree.
And if that plant does grow, puff, puff, pass, mother.
You're fam, Ed. Always.
It's 420.
I know what you're talking about. This isn't a bodega. Get out of here.
That's all right.
Just remember, they are running 2 420s a day through Birmingham nowadays. Even though it's not Colorado or California, for which I'm eternally pissed. Don't even get me started on the marijuana legislation that should have went through and got approved this year. Thank you, Jabbo Wagner, you spineless piece of bastardized shit.
It's about like fucking booking in Georgia.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or like in Alabama, non-existent.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Alabama Athletic Commission, for all the support you've given to the pro wrestling industry in 2017.
Yes, sir.
Thumbs up, soldier.
Yep.
Yeah, and the AAC has thumbs up their own asses. Wiggle, wiggle. And I don't mean Ward M. Eagle. Now, I'm gonna ask you about your prediction on that one in a minute. Yeah, coming up this Saturday. A match that I'm looking forward to seeing, because I'm going to sit back and tell you this. I call this an early match of the year candidate. Wrestling fans in the state of Georgia and everybody, I want you to get ready to watch this match. If you're not there live Saturday night, you better be. And if not, you better find a way to get it on DV frickin' D. PWA No Limits title match. The Gladiator, seconded by Bill Behrens, defends against Sal Renaro. I guarantee you this is going to be a match of the year candidate. I call it the Don't Blink match of the night. Wick?
Well, Sal and Jeremiah know each other very, very well from NWA and NWA Wildside. These guys used to tag together back in the day before Sal got signed to Ring of Honor. This match is going to be a strike fest. Slim J can fly, Sal Renaro can fly when need be. I think right now the Gladiator, Jeremiah, is unstoppable.
Because Yipper's not afraid to break any rule known to humankind. I'm sorry, some people call him Bill Behrens. I call him Yipper.
Like Gipper the big red dog?
No, like the little one that bounces around Spike during the Looney Tunes cartoons.
Let me at him. Come on, Spike. Come on. Let's go do that. Yeah. Remember that, Spike? Yeah.
This is Spike. This is my friend. Now, I pick on Behrens, but I'm going to sit back and say this. The Kingsmen, that's a faction even I would not try to screw with right now, on or off camera. Tommy Too Much, Logan Creed, the Gladiator Jeremiah, the Technical Wrestling Nightmare Kyle Matthews. Damn, that's a foursome.
I like those guys. I like every one of those guys, with the exception of Bill Behrens. He's almost in that Jack Lord boat. I'm gonna send him off and fucking be like, "Hey, let's go fishing, Fredo."
Hey, Yipper, let's go for a ride.
Yep. Let's go to that big fucking cow palace in the sky.
I'm going to burn in hell for that one.
My peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's so meta. It's metal.
I think the dog ate it, though.
He did eat it. Nothing but cook everything with hemp oil.
Just go put some NyQuil in the sriracha fries from Wendy's.
No, because then you'd be Steve Platinum, allegedly.
Oh, snap.
Wait.
What? Huh? No, I'm just playing. Steve Platinum didn't. I actually like Steve Platinum. He just,
this week?
You can't kill the messenger. Can't kill the messenger.
No.
Now, Jerry Nelms, on the other hand, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Oh.
The only motherfucker that motherfucker's got on his card is fucking Marvelous Marv, or as we call him, Mark Polo.
Or, as we call him,
Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
That's all that motherfucker's got on there. Motherfucker got posted on Trash Bag, lost his mind on me. That's told him that him and his partner were just
decent. That's what he said.
So he tried to fucking take shots, so I fucking went ham. Now the fucking Syringe Kid wants to start talking shit. I'm like, Syringe Kid? If you're the Syringe Kid, you're either juiced up on steroids or you're a fucking heroin addict. I don't see grunge.
Right.
So why don't you go ahead and Kurt Cobain yourself?
Right.
In other words, when you put a gun to your goddamn fucking mouth and pull the trigger. Right now, there's about 42 people in professional wrestling. I wish they'd put the gun to their goddamn mouth and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Euthanasia. As we all know from MASH, suicide is painless.
That's right.
Yes, it is.
At least from the movie Hot Lips.
Hot Lips? Yeah, no, not movie.
Oh, was it Hot Lips Hurley? Was that her name?
I can't remember my dad's name.
Eddie.
What is it, Mom?
What is Hot Lips' name?
Houlihan.
From MASH.
Houlihan.
Yes.
Houlihan, yeah, there you go.
Houlihan. Loretta freaking Swit. Oh my God, she was hamina.
I know, my daddy liked her.
Well, that was a little bit before my time. You know, by that time I was jacking off to Elvira. Well, it was that time to do anything like that.
Cassandra Peterson.
I was really 30, which I didn't know at the time.
Also a redhead.
I know. God damn it. That is a fucked up situation. The fucking goddamn put this in the black goddamn wig. Jesus goddamn Christ. You might as well go ahead and fucking have the Violent Gentleman running with Prowler Mudbone.
That's actually happening right now, Wick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do want to work at least one more year.
This one specifically.
I'm calling fucking Joshua Hagan right now. Give me the goddamn phone. We'll fucking put his shit to this goddamn motherfucker.
He'll answer.
I'm about to fucking hit Joshua Hagan up. It is 10:04. We're about to take our second break in the evening. When we come back, oh my God, there's that referee from Pro South's wife. What's up, Andre the Giant? I thought she liked Shemp. Goddamn. Everybody in this house just lost it. That's such an inside joke, but it's so funny to us. When we come back, Eddie's fucking running the show. Eddie pays the bills. I can say what the fuck I want to. As long as Eddie didn't get offended, go fuck yourself. Right here, the To Be Determined Show. CWTBD.
Hashtag chromosomally unsound.
The To Be Determined Show live Wednesday nights, 9 Central Standard Time. Join myself, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock, and the Magic City Man, Fast Eddie Lane, as we take you to the edge of uncensored. Yes, we go uncensored, so make sure you have your earmuffs. Ask your parents, for those of you that are a little young, maybe under 18, but make sure if you have any heart conditions or any mental defects, please listen, because they may take effect right here live every Wednesday night, 9 Central Standard Time. Beyond Ringside Radio Network, beyondringside.com.